and with Rishi Sunak really hitting out in quite a big way. Surprisingly, he gave an interview to The Spectator in which he seemed to sort of paint himself out to be the great libertarian inside cabinet battling against lockdown, the only one who'd really thought what the cost of that lockdown might be. Why is he saying it? Why is he doing it? And how much damage is he doing to the cohesion of the Conservative Party? Well, Dan Hodges is a Mail on Sunday columnist. Dan, it was a pretty astonishing interview, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, it was another of Rishi's nothing to do with me gov interviews, wasn't it? And he's got form on this. I mean, if it was just on COVID alone, that would be one thing. We've seen him basically bail out on the government's COVID policy. We've seen him obviously bail out on the economic policy that we all thought he was running. I've read reports. I think we've all read reports that he has expressed doubts about the Ukraine policy. That's the three major planks of government policy, and the man who, until a few weeks ago, was Chancellor of the Exchequer, has bailed out on all of them. So I don't think he's doing himself any good with this either.
Well, nor do I. But the accusation's quite serious. Now, the accusation is that Boris Johnson listened to the scientists, listened to the doom-mongers' predictions, and wasn't prepared publicly for any debate about what the negatives of lockdown could be.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. And again, I'm surprised because it's not as if Rishi Sunak didn't have a platform. We all saw him standing up literally on that stage every other night himself. I mean, he was the most prominent member of the cabinet after Boris, who was actually presenting to the sort of country at that time. So he had a platform and he chose not to use it. And what I can't understand is this idea that COVID's such a fundamental issue, the fundamental issue, not just in this country but also globally. And Rishi Sunak is sitting there saying, "I was sitting there, didn't agree with the policy at all, but I just went along with it. Now make me Prime Minister."
Not really no, it isn't credible at all. It doesn't actually work.